Hello fellow Rangers, welcome back to another video. Today we are on a different game. It's called Tank Mechanic Simulator. I have played this game in the past, so what I've done is to start off with everyone, I have restarted the game. And essentially this is the first tank we gotta do. It's just like a tutorial sort of bit. Where you gotta find out what's wrong with it and then essentially go from there. With this one, organizer, you click on organizer and then you click on the actual repair items, and as you can see, 2 tow ropes and a headlight. What I find with this game is that the best, easiest thing you can do is try and always fix the parts yourself, because you will save a lot of money that way. As you can see, I'm grinding back the rust. Unfortunately, the rope we can't fix, and because I've been able to grind back the rust, I can now use the sandblaster to sand that back. Grab the paint gun, and yes, I know, it's just, if I do look like I'm doing things once or twice, it's because I'm still getting used to using the controller. Right, that's the headlight painted. Now all I got to do is get the tow ropes fixed. You can get those outsourced and fixed rather than replace them, and that's always the cheaper alternative rather than replace them. So select all, then press on outsource, then repair, and you can actually go into your storage and actually watch as they progress, and it shows you exactly everything it does, from rust cleaning all the way to getting it ready for primer and then paint. It is very interesting to see sometimes. Don't worry, I won't be doing that all the time. Watching it is because the fact that it's literally only 2 ropes for the KV1, and it's just interesting to see it. Now they're in primer. 10 seconds left to go. Won't be long before the color will be on them. And there we are, color. All we gotta do then now is literally attach the tow ropes back to the vehicle. And voila, all we gotta do now is go, because I haven't unlocked the tablet yet, I got go to the computer, go to organizer, and officially finish order, and then you get a load of XP, which you do get, which, trust me, it's a lifesaver on 1 or 2 of them. You go on, right, let's see what else we can do. Ooh, information on a tank. Let's see. Ooh, it's so tempting to go for the tank, but it's, what was it? Okay, sod it. What tank could it be? What tank could it be? Yes, it was. I know it took me some time to find this tank. That's me talking from the future. Looking for tanks in a World War II Jeep. I'm not going to say it's a Ford or Willits or even possibly a Dodge, as there's only one or two ways to tell. Or obviously, apart from the VIN plate, on a Ford you got a small F stamped on the grille. That's normally denotes that it is a Ford. My recommendation, when you get point, because you get a certain amount of points to use to unlock your first things, my strongest recommendation is go for the drone first, because it makes your life so much easier when you're trying to find tanks. You don't have to walk around with the metal detector. You do miss one or two. It's like that little blip there. It was something in the end. Sadly, I didn't realise that until I did try and find it, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. Anyway, let's keep looking for this tank, because that's mainly why we're here. Yeah, I'm still learning in the mechanics of the game, so again, because I haven't played on this game in quite a long time, and I'm trying to do stuff that I didn't do the first time. And then I realised, you notice then that I realised that you got to have the drone on it to actually leave a marker on there. Right, let's find this tank. Where could it be? The Geophys hasn't found anything yet. Whoop, there's another point. Int. Yeah, I've put a point on the first one. I think, or did I? Let's see. Come on, me. That's it. Yeah, I figured it out. Then you can see that I figured it out, and there we have. Yeah, I figured it out from this point onwards. Little dots like that is normally like medals. Also, on the slightly bigger ones are possibly a gun, and then the big one is what we're looking for, the tank in question. Right. As you can see, I didn't have no luck I haven't had no luck finding these smaller items. So I essentially give up on the smaller items and go to see what vehicle we have. What do we got today? Oh, goodness. It's a Tiger 1. It's a Tiger 1. It's essentially what the Tigerman is. And it looks in pretty solid condition. Right, we gotta clean it down to 15% clean or they will not accept it onto the actual trailer. But you can pay for it to be clean, but I think for it to be able to go on the trailer, but I think that's sort of cheating in a way. Sadly, we probably won't be able to keep this tank straight away, simply because the fact that money's going to be tight. Eat that first, as everything is all expensive. But if as long as we do like mini jobs in between, and I know you can take a loan out on this game with in-game credit, not loan as in real life, everyone. Just in case anyone thought that. But yeah, essentially it is fascinating to be able to work on these historic vehicles. Yes, I know it's not real. You know, it's simulator, but still, it's so cool to see them still being remembered even now. Oh, I've actually stood on Tiger 131 at Tiger Day at the Bovington Tank Museum, and it is phenomenal. There's me trying to see if there's anything else. Also now, is there? No. Right, let's just go back to the Tiger. Possibly get some more dirt off it. Right, let's see. Why am I crawling? Oh, she's certainly seen quite a fair bit of damage. But we will probably see a little bit more once we get back to the workshop, which we are now. And hello, yeah, it's got a big, massive hole. That's probably what possibly knocked it out. It must be a big gun to get through an 88mm over the armor through a Tiger. And because I know for a fact that I probably won't have the money to fix it all up yet, I'm going to get as much rust off it as I possibly can and make my life a little bit easier down the road. Because essentially there are a lot of parts missing here, and you can outsource a lot of the parts to get fixed, but sometimes they're too far gone that you can't fix them. So as you can see, we're grinding back using the rust gun to take back as much rust as we can around the exhaust. This Tiger's certainly been through hell and high water, but it was essentially a very powerful tank, which was originally, they rushed it into service because of the T-34, or because the German tanks could not compete against the T-34. They had to get to essentially suicidal ranges to actually be able to take down the T-34. So in the end, it was a very interesting event that an anti-aircraft gun was used at T-34s, and that anti-aircraft gun was an 88mm, which is a variant of this gun on here. So pretty much just lost my train of thought regarding on how menacing it actually looks. It does look quite menacing in person, the real Tiger tank, and especially when you see, if you ever get a chance to go to Dorset's Bovington Tank Museum, which is on a proper army base. It's that if you ever get a chance to see Tiger 131 running, and that is a real tiger, not a replica, an actual genuine real tiger that was captured in 1942. When you see it running and moving and it comes towards you, it's like you can understand why they had to ban reports after D-Day of anything to do with tigers, as essentially the soldiers, our soldiers, the Allied soldiers, were at tiger phobia, because sadly our tanks was just not able to even do any damage on a tiger. Some things like that petrol tank you can't fix myself. I gotta have that outsourced. That's right. Pick up that. Put that down on the table. No, that's not it. Yep, there we are. Now sandblast it. Of course, obviously, before anyone says, "Oh, I don't, doesn't work in real life." Well, of course it don't work in real life. It's called this a game. But I'm getting there before someone is bound to say it. I'm only doing like a rough quick going over this tank because I know for a fact I do not have the money, and I may even end up taking a loan at in-game currency to rebuild, to start myself off properly. I bet the people who work for Bruce Quantum on the combat dealers wish that sandblasting tanks like this was actually real. Well, and the tank museum, because last time I went down to the tank museum, they were actually restoring the Matilda 2. I had to think that technology from during World War II is still, yes, it needs some work. Yes, of course, but a little bit of love and it'll outperform modern stuff without even trying. In modern stuff, you look at it, it goes, I need a computer. I rather old-fashioned tech. And the bits that you see that are not being sandblasted are the bits that essentially I haven't removed enough rust on them. So obviously I'd have to go back to them and de-rust them a little bit more. Right, let's derust these again. Make sure that I can sand them back and then get them ready for primer. But yeah, if you do play this game, or if you're considering playing this game, always try, if you can, try to derust something yourself rather than have the game outsource it, because that's one way of saving a lot of money. And at first, essentially, you are going to need it. Because things are not cheap. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still getting used to the buttons again after so long of being, and then yeah, if you do what I just did there, you can actually start derusting on the inside as well. You can get inside by removing the turret, but for the time being, we're not going to remove the turret because we're going to need the turret removed. We can't remove it because simple the fact is we're not going to have the money to get this fixed right now. So we got to have this waiting outside, ready to go to get on with it once we've raised up more money. Which the next episode I will probably be getting a loan out and doing odd job other jobs for other museums and to raise up money for our museum, which is the Lone Ranger Motoring. Well, it's Lone Ranger Museum essentially. That's what I'm going to call it. No, wait, no, not Lone Ranger Museum. The rate. I highly doubt anyone will comment in the section, in the comment section below of a possible name. But if you can think of a good name for a museum, and no, I mean a genuine, serious name that you would think of, I will in the next episode. I will name it that and also credit you with that name. And of course, thank you for it. But until I've got a couple of ideas, but the name of the game regarding this with the channel is that I try to bring you all in on this as well, because this is going to be a fascinating adventure. And I do hope this series goes out, you all enjoy it, because it is a really fascinating game. It's looking down the commander's cupola, just seeing what I can do without taking the turret off or going in for now. Right, that's everything derusted. Oh yeah, that music in the background is actually off the game. It's not me adding music to this video. That is literally just the game, and it is good music. I like this. It's like a steady guitar and drum. Right, that's our tiger. Sandblasted quite a lot back, and now primer. Gotta protect it against the weather. Hopefully it won't take too long before we do finish this tank. But don't worry, we will go every step of the way to getting this tiger back running again. And it will be stripped down quite a lot, but for now this is only like for... I know you don't really have to weather protection on it, but it's just immerses me back into it. And I also need more content than just car stuff, because it is sadly now as of time of recording this, it is the 2nd of September. So regarding the motor in world, that's starting to quieten down now. You'll still get one or two meets out there, but it is going to start getting very, very quiet. So other content needs to come. But yeah, I will be going, because I won't be going out to so many car meets now. I'm going to be also going to doing more museum visits. Museums such as Duxford, because I enjoy that sort of thing, and if all of you enjoy your military history and cars as well, not just cars, as I hope to have you come along with me on, obviously not in person, but on the video you can see what I'm seeing. And I'm slowly getting better regarding my camcorder. It's still very new to me. We're getting there. Right, fellow Rangers, it is getting near the end of the video now. So I hope you have all enjoyed today's video. Ooh, and whatnot. If I get enough views on this video, there will be another video of Tank Mechanic Simulator. Because obviously I don't want to be putting out stuff that not many people like. Fair enough, some people may not all like it, but essentially, if there is enough views and likes on it, I will do another episode. I hope you have enjoyed it anyway. If you have, please consider putting a like on it. And also, if it is your first video with me, please consider subscribing to the channel. As at the moment, as I am currently recording this video, the channel is currently on. Let's see, I got my phone on in front of me just so that I can double check it for myself. Of it is, I am currently on 394 subscribers, as 6 away from our goal, or my goal, but you know what I mean. To be in the 400. It's mad to think something like 2 years ago we hit 200 subscribers. Not 2 years ago. A year ago, we hit 200 subscribers. It's mad to think how far and how much the channel has grown since then. So I gotta thank you all for subscribing and watching the videos. It is very much appreciated. In everything essentially. So, like I said, if it is your first video, please really consider subscribing, as we're so close now to my goal. Right, my fellow inchers, I hope you all take care and keep doing what you enjoy doing, and pretty much Lone Ranger signing out.